format, even the promo. I think he has detailed, he has gone into every detail, and I think the success of the show, I would give him a lot of credit for that. And to I think bigger and better.
Yeah.
And I promise you, the next season will be even bigger. But the best thing is this season you will fall in love with the champions. I can
Wow.
guarantee you that.
Amazing, amazing. And like you mentioned about the emotional quotient that's a part of the show, I guess we all experienced it when we saw the AV. There were goosebumps.
What you saw is a
Was
very
just,
small
yeah,
part.
exactly why we are
When
so
you
excited.
see the grit, you see
Yeah.
their emotion, you see the heartbreak, you see their happiness. I think it's a roller coaster emotional show.
Wow.
You,
Wow.
I can guarantee you, anybody who starts the first episode will binge watch the show.
Amazing. Wow. Look at the confidence, guys. Can we have a huge round of applause for Mr. Rishi? And before we open for media interaction, I would also like to have a little chat with the director of the show. Can we have a mic for him, please? Is there a mic there? Okay, great. एक बार जोरदार तालियां for Mr. Omkar, who is the director of the series.
Thank you everyone for coming here. Good afternoon. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to
questions?
ask you a little bit about the technicalities of the show because we all spoke about the stories that are there. We saw the champions were there. We saw the overall experience that we're getting. But जब director आप हो, आपको क्या क्या मुश्किलें आई while directing a show in this format and that too for the first time?
I mean, see, our biggest challenge was because the story, the sport itself is not so known in India.
Right.
It's picking up right now. Our challenge was how to say a very real or a true story, right? But when we met these fighters, when we spoke to them, they were so genuine. Normally, महीनों लग जाते, to format and, ideate.
Yeah.
But we just had the camera rolling 24/7 with them. And they were so genuine. These are like raw emotions. When you watch the series, you'll understand the sheer passion that these guys share. What are the stakes? इनके क्या stakes है? अगर ये एक fight हार जाते हैं या जीत जाते हैं,
So important, yeah.
तो उनकी life कैसे impact होती है? So that's what we've tried to do. And I think I'm really fortunate to work on a project like this. Sports being, I'm biased towards sports and telling human stories in sports. And Suniel sir has been right at the helm of it. We've had conversations at literally 2:30 in the night. He's been so involved. So it's been like a dream, sir. And thank you very much. It's really been a dream. I'm really fortunate. And आप सबको एक ही चीज़ बताऊंगा कि if you ask me if what is the reason you should watch this series,
Yeah.
like precisely what Anna said in the press con AV, ये देखकर आप सीखो कि जिंदगी में जीतने के लिए आपको किस चीज़ की ज़रूरत है.
क्या बात है. Wow.
So, yeah, thank you so much. And I want to really mention with someone without whom forget this show, this whole event would have not been possible. That is Mr. Ali Bhai.
Amazing.
He's been nurturing this baby, or aaj wo actually baby is getting delivered. So congratulations, sir. And I've been just lucky to work with such passionate people. Yeah. And hopefully this is just the start, and it'll be years and years. We'll have multiple seasons of this. Yeah?
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
That's
Thank you so
good.
much.
Thank you so much. And now we open for media questions. Sure.
Hello. Yeah. Before the questions, I just want to acknowledge one or two people who have been associated very closely with the show and who have been Anna ne unka zikr kiya, Ali bhai ne unka zikr kiya, but I'd like to just call them out here to give them that acknowledgement. Pankaj Malani, Arnab Chakrabarti and Suresh Menon. Can you guys come here? इन लोगों ने behind the scenes अन्ना से और अली भाई से इतनी मार खाई है कि जब भी इनकी मीटिंग होती थी that is just because of the kind of involvement or passion both Anna and Ali bhai had for the show. और जब भी ये मार खा के MX के ऑफिस में आते थे तो मुझसे मार खाते थे. तो Please, guys, a big round of applause for these three gentlemen who have been involved right from the beginning, who saw and were committed to making the show happen. So thank you, and thank you, Anna and Ali Bhai, for giving them, all that they did for this show. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, guys. We're open to media questions.
Hi.
Hello. Hi.
Kindly take your name, the name of your publication, and we stick to the series. Okay, guys? Let's ask questions about Warrior Hunt. Yes, please.
Hi.
Hello, hi.
This is Kalpana Ravi from Indian Television. I have a question for Nikhil. Nikhil, what made you want to get into this kind of content? I know last year has been a great thing for MX with so many shows and so many other initiatives. What made you want to get into something like MMA, and how will it, what is the kind of audience are you looking at for this kind of show?
That's a good question. I think at MX, while we've got a big roster of shows that have become very, very successful, आपने देखा होगा Ashram, and of course our latest with Dharavi Bank with Anna, which just blew out of proportion and did about 600 million minutes of watch time, which is one of the largest shows on MX Player. Thank you, Anna. It was also his comeback, so we had a lot of pressure to ensure that the show does extremely well, and of course, he's done a great job in it. And if you see that we've steered clear from sports, and when we met Ali Bhai on this particular sport and this particular show, we believe that we could add a lot of value in terms of taking it to every part of the country and every corner in the country, and of course, we're dedicated to the passion that he had for the show. And as a sport, I think combat sport lends well to one of the biggest genres that we have on the platform, which is action. So action films, action shows, हमारे platform पे सबसे ज़्यादा consume होते हैं. So we thought that this is a show that also lends to that. It also is very inspirational. So from that sense, it made a lot of sense to get into this.
Hi. This is Russell here from PTI, straight ahead, in the middle. Hi. My question is to Sunil sir, firstly. So before I ask my question, also congratulations are in order. We were not over there.
Thank you so much.
Sir, when it comes to fitness, when it comes to being an action superstar, when it comes to all that, you have been one of the actors, who redefined that mold, and especially through the 90s. So is this your way also of, taking the legacy forward and giving back a lot to the common people through the show?
Absolutely, bang on. I think you've asked me the question and given the answer too. What's very, very... see, I became who I am. I got that action image only thanks to my martial arts background. I didn't know the A of acting, and my first film proved that. I was called Wooden after that. But it was only that action and the excellence in action that got me many more films where I learned the art of acting. So yes, it is, and because it is also one of the toughest spaces to be in, you want to encourage the kids. MMA is probably a combination of 30 to 36 various arts of fighting that combine together to prove and see who's one among the best. So, and I know that India can be right there on top, because our grappling, our wrestling is probably one of the most dangerous formats of fighting, because once you get the other fighter in your hand when it comes to a wrestler and you're in that lock, it's very difficult to get out. So when I realized that this is something that needs that kind of push is when I put my hands up, and hats off to Toyam and MX and them all to believe in something like this and say, yaar, nahi yaar, koshish to karenge. And like everybody said here, aaj janam din hai, probably birth, we'll grow and we'll grow fast with fighters like these and talent like this coming out from India.
Sir, आपका background को देखकर action, martial arts का background, when you already had these tools in your artillery, आपका भी मन किया रिंग के अंदर जाने को इन फाइटर्स के साथ?
Absolutely, मन तो बहुत करता है, लेकिन उम्र बोलती है मत जा बेटा. तकलीफ में आ जाएगा, पिट जाएगा इन चैंपियंस। ये लड़कियों को देखोगे आप तो मैं भी चैलेंज करूंगा अच्छे अच्छे होके कि आ जाओ रिंग में। मेरे साथ मेरी टीम हमेशा रहती थी। सो व्हेन वी यूज्ड टू सी सम ऑफ द गर्ल्स फाइट, मैं बार बार विजय को बोलता था रिंग में जाएगा, बोलता नहीं भाई। आई सेड आई विल गिव यू 2 minutes यार। बोले नहीं नहीं, इनके सामने जाऊंगा ही नहीं। दे आर टेरिफिक व्हेन इट कम्स टू फाइट। दे डोंट नो द वर्ड गिव अप। जब तक फाइट को ब्रेक नहीं करते थे ये बच्चे छोड़ते नहीं थे। एंड फॉर मी, मैं खुशी भी थी क्योंकि मेरी टीम में से कोई दूसरे को चित कर रहा था, लेकिन जो कभी कभार हार भी रही थी तो वो भी मेरी अपनी थी। तो एक बाप के नज़रिए से देखो तो मुश्किल होता है कि 2 बच्चे आपस में लड़ रहे, बट फाइनली you're preparing Team India, and that's the dream that all of us have.
एक सवाल मेरा खली जी के लिए भी है। खली जी, आप एकमात्र इंडियन रह चुके जो WWE में वर्ल्ड हैवीवेट चैंपियन उनको का टाइटल आपको मिला, और मुझे वो मैच अभी भी याद है। आपने शायद केन और बिग शो को ओवर द टॉप आपने फेंका था और आपने वो 15 मैन ओवर द टॉप रंबल जीता था। सर, सवाल ये है कि ये बड़ी अच्छी चीज़ है कि MMA में हम इंडिया का टैलेंट को ये प्लेटफॉर्म हम दे रहे हैं, बट ऑल्सो व्हेन इट कम्स टू WWE, आपके बाद कोई इंडियन वहाँ पे इतना बड़ा इतना बड़ा नाम नहीं कमा पाया। व्हाट इज उसके पीछे क्या वजह हो सकती है, और क्या इंडियंस को उस दिशा में प्रमोट करने के लिए आप कुछ करना चाहोगे?
बिल्कुल, मैं जैसे पहले भी आपको बताया कि भाई यहाँ पर इंडिया पे स्पोर्ट्स को प्रमोट करना बहुत टफ है, क्योंकि स्पेशली जैसे MMM लगा लो आप, और दूसरी ये प्रो रेसलिंग लगा लो आप, जो WWE आप देखते हैं। सो मेरे बाद मेरे गए कुछ काफ़ी स्टूडेंट जो मेरे वहाँ पर गए हैं, तो चलो कितनी मतलब उनको सक्सेस मिलती है वो तो एक बात की बात है, लेकिन मतलब मेरे 10-12 लड़के हैं जो मेरे CWE से WWE में गए हैं, और मेरे को अच्छा लगता है कि भाई आज मैं WWE को छोड़ के, क्योंकि मेरे पास वहाँ पर WWE के कॉन्ट्रैक्ट थे, हॉलीवुड के मेरे पास कॉन्ट्रैक्ट थे, और मेरा अपना वहाँ बिजनेस था। पर लेकिन मेरे जैसे बोलते ना यार कि भी मैंने मतलब मुकेश अंबानी तो मैं बनना नहीं,